All right, so here we go. TV shows, comedy. We got the trash. This is a good list because we've got the trash there.
Yeah,
the ones we don't know we'll leave out.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so we're gonna go start from. So these are all comedies. Let's go. So Big Bang Theory.
He butchered it first up.
Let us know how you go. What do you think about the Big Bang?
I'm a massive fan of Big Bang. Absolute massive fan. So for me, that goes straight on the A list for me.
Okay, cool. So I don't actually know too much about the Big Bang.
Oh, give it a watch.
Never.
Great.
Yeah, so I've watched it. I don't think I love it as much as most. I don't think some of that in the nerd comedy or whatever they're trying to pull over there is not. I don't know. I don't mind it. I think they're definitely. It's a good easy watch.
It is quite.
I don't have
easy
anything
watch.
against it. Definitely. I don't know if I like it as much as some. I can see next comes up 2.5 Men. Dirty old Charlie Old Sheen. That's more my alley. But all right. So if you're reckon A.
I'm thinking A is just.
Let's just start it there and we'll see how it rolls.
Yeah,
I think this might be a bit of a tweak, this one, because it's going to be hard to, because, once you throw something else up there, then you'll be like, oh, that means old mate should drop down. So
we had to tweak it. But
so don't judge us till the end.
Yeah.
We'll get to it to the end and we can
the
start
final
judging.
product. So, yeah.
So next we've got 2.5 Men. Oh, and I like 2.5 Men. I reckon back in its day, that was a very good watch.
I
2.5 Men.
didn't mind 2.5 Men. But doesn't land for me as much as Big Bang, unfortunately.
Yep. Okay. So so
you'd have it in front, I'd have it behind.
I would put. I don't. I'm still would do like. There's some. I can see some good ones coming up, and we want to. We don't want too many on the S tier, and then you'd have your A. Pretty stacked with all the other real top ones. So I think I'll be happy to put that there for now. The old Big Bang Theory on B.
I like that. I like
happy
that
with
a lot.
that? Charlie Sheen and the crew. Good little show there. And then Ashton Kutcher came in. I didn't really watch it when Ashton.
Didn't watch Ashton?
Nah. From all, I actually like Ashton Kutcher in general. So.
Well, that's why they're on the B as well, because we got to take into account all the seasons. If it starts off hot and then the last 4 seasons are trash, you got to take
like that 70s show last season.
That's gonna cost it because it's quality, but
it'll still be on S.
It dies.
All right, so Malcolm in the Middle. What do you think? I didn't like get into Malcolm that much. It was always on, and I reckon like at the same time, maybe in the morning or something like that before school.
I'm happy to throw it in the C. I don't think it's terrible.
No, not terrible.
I've watched a few episodes.
People love it. I think people are going to come after us for that, but we'll keep it there for now and C. But I think I like the C list.
It's definitely not quite 2.5 Men, but I think C is fine.
I like that. So there we go. We got 30 Rock. Never really seen it. So
I watched a bit of it. Chuck it. It wasn't. It was kind of funny, but chuck it in the D for me.
Okay, yeah. So I've heard people really like that show. So people could come
brother
for us,
loved it.
Really? So
Big Foldy.
They might come after us for that, but no, that's good. We want to know your thoughts down below. Everyone loves Raymond. That was a bit of a classic, to be honest. Back in the day. So
I'd put that in the B.
I'd put that in the B
behind 2.5 Men though.
Behind 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good.
Another easy watch. You could just watch it. Yeah, you go home.
Ray Romano and the crew. Yeah, very easy watch. Really. But yeah, I actually didn't find. I find it pretty funny.
Yeah.
Him and his brother and the whole deal. So good little show there. South Park, I was a big fan when I was a kid.
South Park, yeah.
I used to love it and then for now I would never go near it. I don't know. I wouldn't even think about watching it or anything. But,
people absolutely love South Park.
Love South Park. So you wouldn't want to put that too low.
So trash for me. No, I actually quite enjoy it.
So I think, we got to also think how it's, what we liked it, but also like how it rated. Like it's still like a staple. People absolutely love it. So
I'll be putting it ahead of Malcolm in the Middle, that's for sure. So
I think you'd have to put it at the end of B, I think, for now. Let it slide
sure.
down the ranks because it was a very good show and
it
still goes. People love it.
They've got the fanatics,
They do. So
is it still rolling?
Still rolls, I'm pretty
South
sure.
Park's still rolling?
Episodes.
Yeah, nice. Kenny's still alive?
Kenny everywhere. Well, that's the thing. I stopped watching it with early days. I watched the first few seasons. And then it started. I think then he got his mask off on. I think there's a whole thing behind it, but I'm not obliged to talk about it because I don't know much about it. So next we have The Office.
Yeah, classic.
You like The Office? So you keep talking about The Office. I'm going to go charge his laptop up before it dies.
Yeah, for sure. Well, The Office, I haven't seen up until the last season, so we're just kind of slowly getting into it now. But the first 3 or 4 seasons that I've been watching, absolute hilarious. Do you know if that's the American Office? It looks like
American.
Yeah, because there's apparently the British one. There's only 1 season, but it's really funny. But yeah, The Office quite good with Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, maybe.
Steve Carell, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so, but that will.
How some guy had to go at me. This is off topic. You know how they call it Adidas? That's the actual way to pronounce
Yeah. I did. He wasn't happy with that
it.
either.
And he's like, this guy should lose a point. But I've pronounced it right. I know in Australia we call it Adidas.
I think it's Adidas. In Australia, we call it Adidas, but I think it's one of those things.
On the show last night.
On the show, they're all Adidas.
I was watching the movie last night. They were saying Adidas.
So I think that's the original form.
Johnny,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna plug this. I'm gonna show. No, I can't remember his name, but yeah. So, but yeah, The Office quite good. I'd be putting it ahead of 2.5 Men if it was up to me. But
yep, okay, The Office. Yeah, see, I haven't watched enough of The Office, but I know every part I have watched is hilarious.
It's very funny,
and he's very good. The whole thing, and people love it. It's like that show is, and as you said, yeah, the UK one's a monster as well, and that's very funny too. But yeah, the American one, very good. What do we got next? Friends. Talk about Friends, will ya?
Friends is iconic. It's gonna have to be an S tier for me. Still holds up, I think, and it's just probably or if not the best, one of the best sitcoms of all time rated. Obviously before streaming and all that sort of stuff, so it's kind of hard to differentiate between that and the new ones that get watched. But Friends, you got Ross, you got Rachel, you got Joey, you got Chandler, you got Monica, you got the whole crew. Phoebe.
I still would say, personally, that I reckon that's one of the best, if not the best, comedy of all time. So I'm going to throw that up there.
Straight in the S tier.
So that's S tier. Now, I love Friends. Everyone loves Friends. I've got there's one other show that I think, if people said, what's your favorite show ever, comedy-wise, I would think of two. Friends and That 70s Show.
I like it. I knew you'd go there.
I'm a massive That 70s Show fan. I'm not going to put it in front of Friends because I know that that might hurt a fair few people, but I have to put this on the S tier. It's absolute gold.
Yeah, you can chuck that on the S tier. I'm happy with that. I actually quite like that.
You're 70s
Show. Dies off at the last season though, and that'll hurt it.
Friends didn't really die off. The cast stayed the same the whole time.
Solid.
Still comedy gold to the
much.
end. So that's why we'll keep that number one because they did. Yeah, they weren't losing characters. They didn't hate each other probably on set like a 70s show all did.
Nah. That's kind of when you're rating these things and you're doing the tiers, you got to take that into account. It didn't make it to the full season. That's same with we'll get to it, but Scrubs. Because Scrubs is an absolute classic, but it died off at the end as well.
Yeah, I never really watched
the last season's absolutely putrid. You might as well not even bother.
So you're happy with 70 Show there, absolute classic.
Yeah, I'll probably put this next one ahead of that, but that's just me.
I don't think I could allow that. But so you think Brooklyn Nine-Nine's up in S, definitely?
Oh, it is, to me, probably. Like, I know it's a bit recency bias, and Friends was obviously, we used to watch Friends stacked when we were younger. Sure. But if you told me Friends or Brooklyn Nine-Nine, just to watch one episode right now, Brooklyn Nine-Nine for sure. For
sure, yeah.
One of the all-time greats. Andy Samberg, Terry Crews.
That's it. And you know what? I've seen a bit of Brooklyn Nine-Nine too, and I like it. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it is very good. It's very hilarious. He is great. Andy Samberg, he's very good.
Yeah. Just
I don't know what you mean. These kind of shows, they're almost like a modern day Friends kind of like, not storyline wise, but very much down the same line. You got your 5 main characters. You got the offshooters that keep coming in. It's very my sort
of comedy as well. Some of the comedy in there, it's like it reminds me of the BWF days. Very, very similar to the stuff we used to roll back in.
Really?
There's one scene. I remember the Glen Oss off topic. The Glen Oss, like he's dressed up as the
$1 Million Man.
The $1 Million Man, but he's the Spanish $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
And he's on the ground. He goes,
yeah, that's
there's an exact same replica.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's got very
but there's like the exact same thing where Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
He does like the exact same thing. It's like exactly the same, but we did it in BWF.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Love it. Yeah, I know. So yeah, what do you call that comedy? It's not like
bit of slapstick.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, surreal, just like easy humor, easy to get the lols and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm happy for it there. I couldn't put it in front of 70s Show, but people might come after it, but we're happy with it there. Yeah,
I'm deaf. I think I'd put it in front of that 70s.
This is a hard list. So anything on S is going to be doing pretty damn well.
For sure.
That's one that's there forever. Now this is going to be controversial here. Seinfeld. I never really watched it. Well, I have watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
And it's
very funny.
To me, it's still like it's controversial. People are going to come after me, but I still don't think it's that good.
You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. I just think, and people always say, there's big fans will always say Friends or Seinfeld. A lot of them go down which path or whatever. But people always, you don't understand Seinfeld, or you don't get it, or something like that. Like there's always some back thing. But I've watched them all. go watch that episode about the and all the and I've watched them. I don't mind it. It's a good easy watch, but like I'd be turning it off after one or two.
Oh no, yeah, okay.
I don't know. It's all a bit too much. And then you got your Kramer character who's like very over the top and fake. Great. And if you're going to try to do a Joey Tribbiani ripoff, I'm sure that's
they were made before.
They were made before, yeah. So,
but quite a good show. I completely disagree with what you've said there. Very, very funny.
Okay, so so you want to put it on the A tier?
I'd be putting it on the A tier for sure.
I don't think I could allow it to get off the S. I know people are going to be coming after.
No, it can't go S. I feel like 3 is max on S.
Yeah,
in this segment.
It might.
You can't because then it just oversaturates it.
No, fair enough. All right, well, let's have a look here. So, we got New Girl. New Girl is an absolute classic. I love New Girl. See, that's the show I could, I turned Seinfeld off and watched New Girl.
We just started rewatching New Girl.
Really?
And
it's just great.
Underrated. Schmidt is one of the funniest characters on TV.
Yeah, you're happy with Schmitty? Yeah, he's great.
He's hilarious. And the whole thing just works well.
They're all good, aren't they? They're all
does die off again the last season.
Does it?
Rough.
I don't think I ever got up to the last. Yep.
So
what happens in it? Just
I think it's the last season. It might be the last episode. That's what I'm thinking about.
Gets a bit tough in the end.
They kind of like go into the future. 6'5".
Oh, do they? Yeah, they start to ruin it that way.
Yeah. So, but I'd put it in front of Big Bang for me.
All right, I like it. So it goes in front of Big Bang, and I would agree with that too. It's very good, very good. Yes, it is very good watch, and almost you'd want to put it up in the S, but it can't hold up with these ones here.
Nah,
that's very good. Girls. Two girls, whatever it's called. Never really watched it. You?
Nah, chuck it in D. I didn't really watch that. I've seen a couple episodes, but
that's all right. Well, we won't rate it too much. I feel like if you start throwing ones up, we don't know. Like even 30 Rock, I think's copped a bit of a
bump steer. No, I've seen it. So
yeah, that's true.
What's that there?
I'm not too sure what this is. Let's zoom in here. Is that what is this?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, okay. People, you guys let us know what that one is, but we just won't even go over there. This one. Like Grey's Anatomy or something like that.
Yeah, I can't see. I'm not sure. If we don't know it.
Is that Scrubs?
Nah, Scrubs is over there.
Scrubs is over there. Okay, let's put it there. We
can't
see what it is. Family Guy. Here we
Classic.
go. So Family Guy, very good.
Yeah, so I think it's better than South Park as an animation.
For sure.
Easily.
And that's exactly right. So I think South Park's, So Family Guy, very good. I would almost put it probably behind The Office there.
Yeah. Behind The Office, okay, yeah.
Or maybe in front. What do you think? What would you? It is a classic. It's hilarious. Maybe even in front.
Yeah, I think. For me, it
might look better like
it's
that.
Just easy.
Yeah,
just an easy
watch. Very funny and very ahead of its time, as in humor, dark, dark humor. Some of the stuff they did.
Yeah,
like
just some of those moments,
like
the chicken.
The chicken and the just. There's always that meme goes around that like, how did Family Guy get away with this? That's in the Olympics where all the Olympics people coming out, and then the Paralympics, and then the and then the other one they're in bed, and they're very it's dark
risky.
humor and it's risky, but it's got away with it, and I think it still pumps to this day.
Yeah.
So very good show
for cancel culture, that's for sure.
For sure. Yeah. Could you throw it on the end of A, or is that getting a bit too?
No, I would. I love it.
All right, let's get it up there. I think that's nice there. Very good. This is starting to look good. This list. American Dad, never really saw much of it. What do you?
I've seen a bit, and I'd chuck it in the back end to C.
Yeah,
it's still quite funny, but
it's down the same line. It's like a half-assed Family Guy, but it's all by the same people.
It's
and
no
stuff,
Family
isn't it?
Guy. Yeah. So,
but did you ever see the Family Guy spin-off?
I'm sure it's funny though, but.
We'll put it down here because we haven't really watched it, but I'm sure it's funny because they don't miss old Seth. What's his name? I want to get his name.
Cleveland?
Seth. No, the guy who writes them all.
Seth MacFarlane.
MacFarlane, there he is. Yeah, he doesn't miss that bloke. So Ted, your movie Ted.
Yeah,
one of the best.
So good.
His humor is very good. What's that?
Is Ted 3 coming out? Or
is it? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So we got Futurama.
Yeah.
Back in our day, we used to watch that, I reckon.
I'd chuck it in front of American Dad. But
yeah, it was just an easy watch. Kind of, around that, very much around that Malcolm in the Middle, easy watch, after school, before school. But going back and watching them, don't know if you'd really put in the hours.
For sure.
Now, you tell us about Scrubs, because I know you loved, and our older brother, Kale, loves Scrubs. I always kind of watched it and go, doesn't really do much for me, but I probably didn't understand the whole deal with it. So you tell me.
Very, very funny. I can't remember Who is that actor, the main? Do you remember his name? Anyway, he's quite.
I know. Yeah, I know which one you're talking.
He's quite the main character. Quite funny. Very, 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 very good. They had obviously based in a hospital, and they're coming in as like the interns. They're the first year. They've got the old doctor who kind of just like berates him, and he hates the main character, and it's just very funny, very, very funny.
Very happy with it. Yeah, good watch. And
I'd be putting the back end of, or for me, it's tough.
Back into A, you thinking? Or?
No, it is quite good, but maybe just after the office. Oh, but maybe in front of the office.
Okay, yeah. So that's I don't really have much opinion about that. So I'll be happy with that though.
Yeah.
Not knowing much about it. So because it's a hard list. When you get up to the A, A is a very good watch up there.
Yeah, very good. Very
here we go. Oh, The Simpsons, classic.
I used to love The
Simpsons.
School. Yeah.
So what do we think about The Simpsons? Always, yeah, and probably the most known like cartoon of all time, eh? So
yeah. They're still going.
Still goes, I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard any reports that it stopped. So
you could slide that on the A list quite easily.
For sure. You'd almost have to put it in front of New Girl, wouldn't you? Or
The Simpsons.
The hard thing with The Simpsons is it's not that watchable now for people our age. You know what I mean? Like when you're a kid and stuff, it's great. The humor's like kind of kid humor. There's not that much adult humor to it, I don't think. Maybe a little bit here and there, but it's like you'd much rather watch Family Guy these days because it's adult humor. Where now The Simpsons, it's very, very easy. There's not much.
I haven't watched a new episode of Simpsons for years, but did watch a lot back when we were younger.
This is going to be a tough one. So that's the thing. Where do you put this? Do you put it, if you put it behind Family Guy, is that too much? You put it in front of Family Guy just for its pop culture.
I reckon like that
looks pretty good. I think that's pretty good too. I think
if you had to ask me right now though, what to watch, Simpsons or Family Guy, just one episode, easily Family Guy.
100%.
So maybe.
Do we just tweak it?
Yeah.
Do we just do it? I'm happy with that too because it's like how does it hold up? You know what I mean? And in today's society, people want to hear a bit of brutalness.
Yeah,
Everyone's shook these days, so it's good to see that people
gags.
still. Yeah, that's it. So okay, let's hit it with that. I think people will be happy with that. We'll see what. Leave a comment. Fresh Prince. Never really watched it. I love the song. But besides that, it was a bit old school for us. It's probably a bit before our time, was it?
Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched it a couple of times through. Very funny. Yeah, very, very funny.
Who's calling?
There goes his phone.
I might have to answer it. I'll go call
live
it back.
on the pod.
Lazy.
Jolly, how you going?
Yeah, good. You're live on the pod. We're just recording the pod. What's happening there? Yo, do you want me to call you back?
Yeah, all good. No hurry. I was just going to ask how you got on Saturday night.
Yeah. We killed it.
Whenever.
All right, no worries. I'll call you back. See ya. All right,
That's
there's
the sort of
Mum
good stuff.
asking about the weekend.
Weekend Warriors. She could have just tuned in. Don't have to.
It's it for the Weekend Warriors.
Just tell her you should have said tune into the episode when it's live later tonight.
So,
But Fresh Prince, quite funny. I'd be chucking that on the B tier in front of Everyone Loves Raymond for sure.
In front of Everyone Loves Raymond, okay.
It is. If you go back and watch, like Will Smith is very funny in it.
All right, yeah, I've got no really opinion on it.
He slaps people and that sort of stuff. But
is it so in front of Raymond? You reckon?
Yeah, I quite enjoy it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're happy with that. So you're riding hard for that. I like it. Glee.
I didn't watch Glee, so you might have to.
I don't have much. I've seen like a few of the movies and stuff like that, maybe here and there, but like nothing. I don't have any thoughts, big or small, on the Glee, so I wouldn't be trying to. Okay. I know there's a lot of Glee heads out there though, so you wouldn't want to put it somewhere too low and really disrespect them without watching it. So
for sure.
Whatever this one is this Bob's Burgers or something like that? I've never really watched that.
Bobby, yeah. What is it called? No, not King of the Hill.
Is it Bob's Burgers? I think it is. Yeah, it is Bob's Burgers, but not really seen that one, so we'll scrap that. How I Met Your Mother. You're telling me that we can't have another S tier, but
it's so good.
It
is so good.
I think we're gonna have to make an exception for another S. I think we're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to chuck How I Met Your Mother. I really enjoy How I Met Your Mother.
I love How I Met Your Mother. Easy watch. Yeah.
And once again, I feel like the really good shows have a standout character. Obviously, Friends, you got your whole lot, but Barney Stinson carries that.
Barney Stinson, you reckon? Yeah, he carries
absolutely carries the show, and it is hilarious.
But yeah, I agree with that. But still, that Ted, Marshall, they're it's a very all star cast with
it is,
and Robin and that they're like there's a big It's a big collab effort. It's kind of like Friends. I feel it's.
I'm happy to put it on the S tier.
I think we're gonna
behind
have
Brooklyn
to.
Nine-Nine.
You think behind?
Has to be, yeah.
Really? See,
unfortunately.
if you would actually say, like, looking back, once you look back in a few years, you'd say Brooklyn Nine-Nine was still a better show than.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I'd have Brooklyn Nine-Nine in front of that 70s.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just
Well,
me. But I'm happy to leave that. 'cause
leave
I
it like
really
that
like
because I would say that How I Met Your Mother should be like that.
Yeah,
But for
okay.
let's play it safe. If you like that, I like this. We'll keep it like that. So that's pretty damn good so far.
I like the list we've got here.
I like the
It's
list is coming
hitting
together.
quite well.
Trailer Park Boys never really saw it. You?
In it, nah.
So we apologise for the ones that people we're getting leaving out here. It's just we're only going from what we know. Not sure what that is. See you later.
Full
Full
House.
House was a classic back in its day, but don't know if I could really talk about it with this much. I can't even remember it that well.
It wasn't something I'd wrap my arms around, so
Nah,
trash
so
it.
King of the Hill. I personally don't like King of the Hill, so I can at least say I've watched enough of it to know that I don't really like it. So
You can put that in the trash if you
I'm
want.
gonna put it in trash. People are gonna come for me, but
Nah,
I
it
know
has to
something
be.
needs to be in the
Out
trash.
of all those other animations, yeah, King of the Hill
Yeah,
is easily
this
the
bloke,
worst.
not sure who he is, so I'll put him down. Who else we got here? Corner Gas, never
Nah,
seen
no,
it.
I
We'll just
think
go
the
through
rest. The rest of them I don't really know.
Everyone hates Chris about Chris Rock. Haven't really watched that either.
No, I haven't seen that.
Drake and Nana, it's like an old Disney thing, I think. Rick and Morty, never really seen it. People love Rick and Morty.
Do they love it?
They love it. It's like it's essentially a new Family Guy. Just people absolutely froth it.
Oh, is it new? Is it new?
I'm newish, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure,
okay.
but I don't have enough opinion on it to be able to, and I wouldn't trash it so I wouldn't
Nah.
have an opinion on it. We'll keep that there. Cheers, old school, but never really watched it. Remember Cheers?
Yeah,
Back in the
yeah,
day, and,
I haven't watched enough episodes.
there we
Didn't hold
go.
me attention, so that's probably why.
That's it. We got this one here is
Oh, that's Modern Family.
Yeah, you
Very funny.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah,
give me
yeah,
your
yeah.
opinion. Give me your thoughts on
I
Modern
like
Family.
Modern Family, but then, geez, even the B grade list is quite strong. So you'd have to put Modern Family. I could have it in front of Raymond, to be honest.
In front of Raymond, you
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you know what? I haven't seen much of it, but what I have, it is funny.
it's quite good. It is quite good.
So that's a nice, and then probably a lot of series, easy watch. That's
Mm.
what kind of what we're looking for. Probably even like a modern day Raymond when you think about it, like with the family, all to do with
Yeah,
the family and
for
stuff like that.
sure.
So I'm happy to throw that there. We got not sure, girls. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
we've
it.
been through this. So we're gonna pull it at
That's
that.
the list.
Look at the list.
Give us
there.
a screenshot. That is, or maybe we should chat about it before we screenshot.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Gee, I thought it was almost going to. Let me just screenshot it in case. I'll screenshot again if we.
yeah, nice.
So there we
nice.
go. Let's run through it. We got Friends, S tier, That 70s Show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and How I Met Your Mother.
That's just the solid. Out of all the lists we've done so far, the last 4 weeks, this is the most confident I've been in the list.
Yeah, so you're happy with that. So Friends number one, we love that. It's an absolute true staple. I really like 70s Show. You really like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
And How I Met Your Mother is just all-round comedy gold.
all round comedy gold for sure.
And then we go to the new, the ones that almost made it into S, but you just couldn't put too many up there. So ones like New Girl. I don't have that many. Like if it was my list, I'd probably move Big Bang into the trash down here, but we won't do that because I know it's I do respect what
It
they've
is
done.
quite
You
good.
love it.
Very good.
It's just whatever kind of comedy you like. Seinfeld, I probably would have put. I don't want to say too much about Seinfeld because I know I'll get it in the comments, but that would definitely be if there was a list lower than trash, it'd be in that.
Okay.
But no, we like it is an easy watch, and it was kind of before its time kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's
was-
very old. There's a lot of when you watch it now, it's kind of hard to relate because there's a lot of like
It is.
waiting
It's kind of like
around.
it's you know what I feel. This is what it reminds me. Their latest seasons remind me of the first season of Friends.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's that comedy, and it's also a little bit hard to watch, but you push through.
push
That's
through.
just personally. But Family Guy, there he is, A tier, classic show.
So the top comedy for us as a animation,
Top
I know.
comedy, and then you got your classic Simpsons next to it, which obviously these days when you get older, a bit harder to watch. But still respect what they've done, and the fact that they're still going shows how big they are. Monster
Yeah.
shows. You got Scrubs. You love your Scrubs, don't you?
I love Scrubs. It's just quite a very funny. How holds up all the way through until the last season.
Yep. Okay, and the same with then you got The Office, American
The Office. I haven't watched it all, but what I have watched,
Same.
hilarious.
I'm with that too. It's a very funny show. Great characters. People love it. We got 2.5 Men, which is a classic. When that started banging off, people loved 2.5 Men. It was everywhere.
It was.
And that's when he ended up being like one of the most highest paid TV.
That's true.
It
was. Yeah, you forget about how,
he was a great
how
character.
big it was.
It was a monster.
And he was just
show.
playing himself, which is the funny.
Playing himself. Then that's when he went. That's when he started going off the rails and doing all over him. So, Charlie Sheen, good man. Fresh Prince. You were riding hard for Fresh Prince. I didn't know much about it, but you rode hard.
Fresh Prince, very good. Will Smith, funny. So
He had a glitch. He had the glitch. That's how he's had the Matrix glitch.
I glitched on Matrix.
So then we got the Modern Family there. Great, easy. I'll watch that show. Just like Raymond, probably even a newer version of Raymond with the family, family gags and stuff like that. So Raymond right next to that as a all-time classic as well. Same with South Park. Original comedy still holds up. Great, lewd humor. That go as far as they want to, They're not worried about getting cancelled and all the things that all these people worried about these days. They're just doing the comedy, making people laugh. If you don't like it, if it's too much for you, don't watch it. It's not that hard, is it?
For sure.
And then we got C-List. What do we got? Malcolm in the Middle, an old classic. Same with Futurama, where you'd kind of be like, you know what, at the end of a school day, sit down, have a bit of a laugh. But, it's not doing heaps for us, is it?
Nah.
But they're definitely watchable. And you said the same about American Dad, which I hadn't really seen much about, but with the same, I think it's the same people as Family Guy, so it's got to have a few lols in there. And then D-List, we got 30 Rock. I didn't know much about that, but you were happy enough to say it's
out of all the ones, because you can see the C list, you can see the B list.
It doesn't deserve to be.
It doesn't. Nah, it's an
and
easy
then,
D.
and then we put King of the Hill. Personally, you didn't say much about King of the Hill. What are your thoughts on King of the Hill?
I remember watching it back in the day, and
it wasn't doing it for me.
didn't
Hank
enjoy
and
it.
Bobby, and it wasn't very.
Hank and Bobby, yeah.
I didn't like the comedy. I didn't like the animations. It wasn't really much for me. But I know people will go over that. But trash is trash. Put that there. That's the list. We've screenshotted it. Sign off on it. Boom, boom. That's the list for this Monday's Weekend Warriors. See you later. Catch you next time.